Very good morning and welcome to Machakos County, County number 16, formed in March 2013. And welcome to the first Athletics Kenya cross country meet of this season, live from the picturesque Machakos County. And of course, we are at the Machakos Teachers College. Today, we gather on this challenging and wind-set course here with the spirit of competition and, of course, expecting breathtaking action here. And of course, on your screens right now is the first event of the day. And we kick off this exciting season of the Athletics Kenya. And all athletes here will be vying for the top positions, laying the groundwork for the journeys to the National Cross Country Championships early next year. Kenya has a rich legacy of cross country with the likes of Paul Tergat and double Olympic champion Beatrice Chebet, inspiring the new generation of runners. And here today we'll be seeing who is going to emerge tops. And of course, these athletes have the determination and unparalleled talent to make sure that they at least achieve what they want to achieve. Welcome aboard. Let's witness the birth of this of a season filled with promise and passion. My name is Greg Mulemi, and I'll be taking you through the day on this beautiful, beautiful course. Of course, it's very windy here in Machakos, and of course, we've witnessed so many beautiful scenes out of this country, county. Of course, the Ikweni and Ngwani River south of the Machakos town draining into the famous Athi River. And of course, talking about Machakos as an area of 5,993 square kilometers, and it is 1,138 meters above sea level. It was formed, as I said earlier, in March 2013. Following the devolution. And of course, today being a windy and chilly morning here, we expect 90% chances of rain on this day with temperatures of 26 degrees on the high and 18 degrees on the low. This is the first and full course of Machakos County Stadium. We'll be taking also through the events of the day. We witnessed the fun runs earlier on, and of course right now it's now business, as you can see them taking through the course that is quite dry, and looking at how things are panning out. The weather has also been kind. Normally we expect a lot of dust, hot temperatures and everything, but on this day we are witnessing quite a windy situation here at Machakos Teachers Training College. Earlier on we had the 2 kilometers fun race, and of course we had both men and women. We'll be giving you the results in due course. And right now is the 6 kilometers under 20 women race currently taking place here, and close to 86 participants in this one. The likes of Winfred Mbite Nzisa, Elizabeth Kawea Munyoki in the picture. If you're This is the 6 kilometer race. Under 20 women, of course, most of them aiming to put great performances here and of course qualify, rather gather enough points to participate in the national championships to be held sometime next year. Something interesting about this year's events is the increase in the prize money, with the winner in the senior category expected to take home a total of 50,000 Kenya shillings. The winners will take home 50,000 Kenya shillings, and in the junior categories like that one, like these we are witnessing now, the winner is expected to walk home with 30,000 Kenya shillings, with the second place 20,000, the third place 15,000, with the fourth to 10th position earning at least earning each 10,000 shillings. So it's lucrative, it's more enticing, it's more attractive, and it's more of something we've been wanting to see in the athletic scene, and this is just the beginning of great things to come. In the relays, of course, the winners will pocket 40,000 shillings, with the second and third place 30,000 and 20,000 shillings respectively, and the winners in the senior categories will pocket 50,000 shillings, both men and women. 50,000, sorry, then 40,000 for the second place, with third place bagging 20,000. So is the fourth place. From position 5, 15,000, and from position 6 to 10, each will walk home with 10,000 Kenya shillings. Remember the 5 races today, 2 kilometers fun run, both men and women, already happened. Then we'll have the 6 kilometer under 20 already happening right now, the 8 kilometers under 20 men, the 10 kilometer senior men, and the 10 kilometer senior women. So this is something we are all looking forward to. Being the first leg of the cross-country series, many highlights will be expected, and of course will be live on both YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Athletics Kenya. Brace yourself, because everything is coming thick and fast, and right now we are witnessing the 6 kilometers under 20 women. Right now, these are the ladies competing in the under 20 category. Currently in the lead is Florence Chepkoech, born in 2007, representing the Lemo Tit Camp. 6 kilometer race now taking shape. It's now 3 in the lead, and just about getting past the rest of the field. Battery journalists just on my right, trying to capture the best images, because this is just the beginning of the Athletics Kenya season. Of course, plenty of actions expected, and after this we'll be headed to different counties for this Athletics Kenya cross-country series. We'll be in Kapsokony on the 26th of October, that is next weekend, before heading to Bomet on November 2nd, or Kalau on 30th, Kisii in December, and of course Iten in January. So brace yourself, because everything will be coming to you live, courtesy of Athletics Kenya TV, both on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook. And Chepkoech still in the lead in this 6 kilometers under 20 women. There you go. It's now 4 athletes battling it out. In this one, Chepkoech falling into second place, and right now Yvonne Chepkoskei from Central currently in the lead, just ahead of Florence Chepkoech. Remember, this course is quite friendly, not hilly as many that we've witnessed in the past, and that is Chepkoech and Jepchirchir in 1 and 2. Remember, the top prize, 30,000 Kenya shillings up for grabs, with second place earning 20,000 shillings. it's more lucrative than it was in the previous seasons. And of course, expect many teams and clubs to be represented here, and disciplines, of course, the armed forces. Expect teams from the police, KDF, Prison, Southern, Nairobi, South Rift, Eastern, Central, North Rift, Central Rift, Western, Nyanza North, Nyanza South, the Coast, Northeastern, the universities, KWS, NYS, and any other athletes. Remember, it's also it's acceptable also to enter as an individual, and that is Jep Kosgei still leading Chepchirchir in this case 6 kilometers under 20 women, the first event of the day. Leading is Yvonne Chepkoskei from Central. And then in second place is Florence Chepkoech from Lemotit. As they head towards Yvonne still leading her Lemotit counterpart. Yvonne Jepchirchir Chepkoskei from Central, still in the lead, just ahead of Florence Chepkoech of Florence Chepkoech, representing South Rift, born on 28th of July 2007. So it's Chepkoech in second, and Yvonne Jepchirchir Chepkoskei. Because there were 4 knights reduced to 2, just trying to locate the third athlete in this one, because they've created quite some distance in this one. They look really strong behind the goalpost. So of course it's not a football match, it's a cross-country event, and the first of its kind. So it's Yvonne in first and Chepkoech in second. For joining us, Yvonne in the yellow bib, with still leading this one, and Florence Chepkoech in the blue bib in second. It's not all about the prize money, it's about the top honors, because it will help kickstart their season really nicely. And in third, of course, we'll be checking out in a few, but it is Yvonne still in the lead, and she's stretching that lead to around 5-6 meters ahead of Florence. Florence Chepkoech, of course, representing South Rift, and Yvonne representing Central. And there you go, that is Yvonne stretching the lead there. She looks really strong. She seems she has really prepared well for this season. Florence Chepkoech seems to be accepting the fate to finish in second. Yvonne Chepkoskei is still leading there. You can see other athletes who are also waiting for their turn to get into action, looking closely and watching at every single step Yvonne is taking, striding away from the rest, stretching that lead and ensuring that she's way ahead of Florence Chepkoech, who says, no, hang on there, I still got this, and she's trying to close in very nicely. Now it is a 1, 2, 3 situation, separated with around 5 meters each, and this seems to be headed towards the wire. Nothing much separating them, but of course you never know what can happen into the latter stages of this race. And Yvonne looks really, really strong. Stretching that lead. Coming in, and she looks really strong, just passing by. And of course, we'll be looking at how well she's prepared, because it's boiled down to three. In third, I think it is Ivan Chip Korir. I'll be confirming that in a bit, but that is Yvonne for you. That's Yvonne on this dry course in Machakos, of course, at the Machakos Teachers College. As she goes downhill, beautiful images there showing the lead between Yvonne Jepkosgei and the rest of the field. She takes that bend nicely. She knows that she's got this in her hands. She knows that she has full control of this one. Yvonne Jepkosgei born in 2006 and shows signs of what we expect to see from her this season. She takes that downhill trajectory, running really nicely. Look at the technique she's using, something that tells you that she was well prepared for this one. Bar the windy situation, bar the cold weather here in Machakos, Yvonne Jepkosgei knows that she has what it takes to make sure that she gets to the podium as the best finisher in the 6 kilometers under 20 women race. There you go, just trying to see. She's just teared away from the rest of the field. You can see the distance between her and the rest of the field. It's massive, it's huge. And she's determined to make it even bigger. Just like the way she takes those bends. It's like she's mastered the course. Although she comes from Central, nothing is barring her from exploring and ensuring that she does what she does in a unique fashion. And Yvonne Jepkosgei is the person we are talking about. The under 26-kilometer race that is almost done here. But Yvonne Jepkosgei, and of course, those are beautiful images of the track, the course officials, of course, here at the Machakos Teachers College, and that is Yvonne Jepkosgei running downhill. She's just torn the field apart. She seems to have no company, and you see these are signs of an athlete that is well prepared for the season. And this being the first cross-country meet of this season, then I think she is in for good things. Remember, the top prize of Kenya shillings 30,000 up for grabs for the winners in this category. And as it seems, and as it looks rather, it is Yvonne destined to win this one. Remember, the next leg will be in Kapsokony on October 26th before heading to Bomet on November 2nd, Olkala on November 30th, and Kisii on December 14th before the Christmas break. And resumption will be in Iten, the home of champions, they call it. That is where champions are bred, on January 4th, 2025. If you're joining us, we are live from the Machakos Teachers College at exactly 9:51 a.m. East Africa time. It's very cold. It's windy here in Machakos. It might favor these athletes because normally Machakos is a very hot area, a hot place, and this is what we want to see, the best performance from these athletes. Some of the fans who've gathered here to witness this first cross-country meet of the Athletics Kenya season. So it is Yvonne. I can't really locate where the rest of the field is because it seems that she's stretched this lead to I don't know. It's too much. And see, she's also lapping some of the athletes on this course. And that's yet another good image showing the distance between Yvonne and the rest of the field. Florence Chepkoech seems to have dropped to third, locating the second athlete in a bit. But right now it is Yvonne in cruise control of this one. That is Yvonne just toying with the rest of the field as she takes that stretch. She's headed towards victory as it seems. I don't think anyone will be challenging her because she looks to be in cruise control of this one. She seems to be very confident. That's the crowd. And Yvonne being cheered on. And this, remember after this we have the 8 kilometer under 20 men race. And that is that we expect to have sparks and of course excitement. And that is Yvonne being cheered on to victory, and she heads towards the finishing line. That is Yvonne Jepkosgei heading towards victory, and she's torn the field apart. And it is Yvonne Jepkosgei, winner of the 6 kilometers under 20 women on this day here at the Machakos County Machakos Teachers College. She's done exactly what she wanted to do and ensured that she wins this race. It is Yvonne Jepkosgei, winner of the 6 kilometers under 20 women. I'm sure everyone will be like waiting to hear what she has to say about this victory. And of course, in second place, of course, we're giving you the name just in a bit, but Yvonne, that was a very tactical race by Yvonne Jepkosgei. And of course, in second place, Leona Cherono. Leona Cherono finishing second, and Leona Cherono coming in second. Of course, Yvonne winning that one. Of course, we'll be headed down to the course side to listen to what the winner of today, the 6 kilometers under 20 women race winner, that is wait for Charity. Those are the winners, the top 3 finishers. The winner, Yvonne Chepchirchi, Leona Cherono, and of course, Florence Chepkoech in 1, 2, 3 finishes. Leona coming in second. And over to you, Charity.
Wanapojitayarisha tu ningependa kushukuru kabisa nijulishe President wa Athletics Kenya na wageni wale wengine kwamba Mji wa Machakos umezunguka kwanza na milima mitatu. Kimakime pale, Ibeti hapa mbele na kule nyuma ni Mua Hills. Hiyo ndio milima ambayo imezunguka Machakos. Vile jina hili la Machakos limetokana kunako mwaka 1889.
Line 1 nimeka kwa input 1.
Kulikuwa hakuna security, hakuna lolote, lakini serikali ya Uingereza wakati huo koloni zilikuwa kuleta
second place finisher. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Lona Cherono.
Lona Cherono. Unatrainia wapi na ulikuwa umejitayarisha vipi kwa mbio ya leo?
Nilikuwa nimetrainiwa Loitoto kambi ya Magnolia.
Kwa hii cross country pengine target yako ilikuwa nini?
Ilikuwa number 1. But kiwanja tu ndio ni mbaya.
Ni pande gani umeona ikiwa mbaya kidogo?
Ni hapa.
All the best and congratulations. We also have the third finisher. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Kwanza kabisa wacha sasa nimshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa maana ameniwezesha hadi nikuwe namba 3. Kwa majina naitwa Florence Chepkoech. Natoka Lemotit Camp under coach Paul Keme.
Florence, kumekuwa na wanariadha wengine chipukizi wamepitia hiyo kambi ya Lemotit. Pengine tuambie mpango wako ni gani?
Mpango yangu sasa niende ning'ang'ane kwa mazoezi, nipige speed walk na ning'ang'ane kabisa kutrain ili wakati naenda race nyingine niko sawa. Nashukuru coach wangu kwa program ananipeanga inashikana na mwili yangu. Asante.
Ukisema program races zingine zile unaenda, pengine tutakuona kwa track? Utakuwa unakimbia race gani?
Nitakimbia kilo 1500.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
katika nafasi ya kwanza, nafasi ya pili, nafasi ya tatu hadi nafasi ya 10.
We had Florence, we also had the lady here next beside me. Well, we have finished the 6 kilometers race for the under 20. We're hoping to have them next. We also have to go back to the interview for the athlete for the first podium finisher. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Kwa majina naitwa Yvonne Chepchirchir.
Evelyn.
Yvonne. Yeah.
Yvonne, congratulations. Perhaps tuambie matayarisho yako yamekuwa vipi sasa?
Matayarisho yangu niliprepare vizuri this cross country meeting, first meeting season ya cross country because napenda cross country sana. Most huwa na perform vizuri kwa cross country. That's why na prepare vizuri for the second meeting E10. Yeah.
Pengine sasa tuko na road to Tokyo. Tunaelekea World Championship za Tokyo. Niambie, unaweza nipatie safari yako umeipanga vipi?
Yeah, pia this time nataka prepare vizuri, ni train vizuri, ni train World Championship trials. Then I hope nita make team ya kuwakilisha Kenya. Yeah.
Evelyn, utakuwa unakimbia mbio gani kwa track?
Track nakimbia 5000. Yeah.
Umesha represent Kenya tena?
Bado last time sikuwa vizuri, nilikuwa na challenges kidogo, cross country sikuweza ku make world cross, but this time nisema kwa Mwenyezi Mungu akipenda nita prepare vizuri, train vizuri na Mungu atafungua njia ni make the team. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That was Evelyn. She's saying that she's preparing for her road to Tokyo for the World Championships. She's hoping that she'll be able to make it for the team in the 5,000 meters. We also had Florence, who also finished third. Florence is also will be targeting for our track 1, 2, 3 position for her to be able to make it to the podium and also be able to make it in the team Kenya. She's praying and hoping that with the competition that is always exhibited here in the country, that should be among the athletes that will make it for the team Kenya. Until now we have the men for the men junior under 20 race going on. I will hand you over to Gregory Muremi.
Charity, and this is the 8 kilometers under 20 men, the second major event of the day here at the Machakos Teachers College, and quite a crowded field here of athletes, each aiming to at least get to the podium. And as we heard from the winners and of course the podium finishers in the 6 kilometers under 20 women, everyone is prepared for the season. They've said the coaches have done a great job in ensuring that they are in for this one. But now we are talking about the 8 kilometers under 20 men. Of course, I'm looking at a field of close to 119 athletes. This is going to be very pulsating because, you know, this is always very, very competitive, and Kenya has always done great things in this discipline, both nationally and internationally. And you can see now the men who are the boys aiming to be men, trying so hard to ensure that they get into the boots of the greats that have come from this country in cross country, the likes of Paul Tergat, the likes of Caleb Ndiku, who's also done the Machakos County proud, the likes of Patrick Macau, the greats that have also come out of this county. This is the 8 kilometers under 20 men event, and we are live from the Machakos Teachers College. Expect the likes of Shadrach Mbaluka from Eastern. The homeboy will be trying to ensure that he reigns supreme in this one. The likes of Yigon Emmanuel, Julius Nzioki, Patrick Matuya. Quite a rich field of athletes here. Nothing separates them up to this moment as they take the beautiful course of the Machakos Teachers College. Likes of Nesmas Cheriot, Victor Kipto, David Kipaiko, David Sikorei, Abenego Musembi Ui of Southern. Looks to be very, very, very close right now. The lead is Simon Mayoa, an athlete from West Pokot. Look at his stature, very strong, and look at the strides he's taking in these early stages of this race. Looks really, really strong, and look at the physique, look at the composure. Simon Mayoa from West Pokot, informed by experienced coach Boniface Tiren, who tells me that this is a boy to watch. Still very early, but then look at how crowded the first, I can say, 25 positions are. Nothing much to separate them. That is Mayo still leading the rest of the field. I hope he's not pace setting, but he's in here for business. Because up for grabs is 30,000 Kenya shillings for the winner, 20,000 for second place, 15,000 for third place, and 10,000 from fourth to 10th. In the field also is Christopher Ngwatu of Southern, born on 22nd of December 2006. Those beautiful images coming out of a very good and able production team here, working here for Athletics Kenya on this day. Athletics Kenya officials also in the house, but at the moment it's the battle for top honors in the 8 kilometers under 20 men. Simon Mayo from West Pokot still dictating early proceedings here. Remember, beautiful, beautiful scenes here at the Machakos County Stadium. Two great rivers, Ikiwe and Ngwani rivers, in this side of the Machakos County, draining into the famous Athi River system that goes all the way to the Indian Ocean. Also expect the likes of Reynold Cheriot, Lilian Odira, Santa Phyllis Chebet, Abel Kipsang, Winfred Mbide, Naomi Korir, Bethel Kiplagat, Athanas Kioko, Kipngetich Ngeno, to be participating in the core events later on. But this is the under 20 men race, and Mayu are still up there with the group of athletes who are also aiming to ensure that they get to the podium. Remember, Athletics Kenya has just decided to make it better for these athletes in that they compete and at least get a token that can, a token of a better token than it was in the previous years. For the main events, the winner gets 50,000 shillings, and that is for you. And of course, I'm looking at the rest of the field. The likes of, currently in second is Nehemiah Kipngeno Kirui, but it's Mayua in bib number 297, born in April 27, 2005. Nehemiah Kipngeno Kirui in second. Simon Mayua still showing signs that he has what it takes to take this all the way. And it's slowly shaping up. You look at how they have lined up. Nothing much separates them, and everyone is capable of taking first position. But then it's Simon Mayua, the man from the South Rift. The man from West Pokot, sorry. Still telling them that I'll be leading, you guys will be following me, I'll dictate. He tells the rest, if you want to pass, just pass, please don't knock me down. We've witnessed scenes where athletes knock each other, and of course it is a battle between Mayua and Nehemiah Kipkirui, and Nehemiah Kipkirui now deciding, now we're gonna go toe to toe, shoulder to shoulder with Simon. Is the second event of the day. Remember, after this we'll have the 10-kilometer senior women race, and then the 10-kilometer senior men, before ushering in the relays for both men. The relays, mixed relays, that will be the last event of the day. But right now it is the under 28-kilometer race. Joining us, we are live from the Machakos Teachers College, the first Athletics Kenya cross-country meet happening here, and you're getting all the action on all social media platforms of Athletics Kenya. Beautiful, beautiful images there, still streaming in. And if you want to join us, of course, you can subscribe to the Athletics Kenya YouTube page, the Facebook page, Instagram, and of course, you can come down to the Machakos Teachers College if you're around Machakos. It's free of charge. You can see a capacity crowd already witnessing the marvel and the spectacle here at the beautiful course that also held a track event yesterday. That's Friday. You can see it's a picture scale. It's now Nehemiah Kipkirui leading there. You are now dropping a little bit. It's led for quite some time in this race, but now it's Nehemiah Kipngeno Kirui from South Rift leading the pack. Remember, we had the 6 kilometers women under 20 that was won by Yvonne earlier on. And this is the under 20 men's race. Later on, we'll have the 10-kilometer senior men and the 10 kilometers senior women. This being the first leg of the cross-country series, we also highlight the ongoing Athletics Kenya online registration that has been going on countrywide. And of course, this is the ADAC workshop that happened a couple of days ago. And these are just things that Athletics Kenya is doing to ensure that there is transparency, there is, of course, reduced cases of doping in the country. And of course, the online registration that has been going on has really helped, of course, profile these athletes, have their data, and of course, teach them on what they're supposed to do, conduct themselves, and of course, have themselves ready for upcoming events, both locally and internationally. Kenya being a country that is in the A category by WADA, this is something that is very progressive to ensure that at least we have athletes that really understand what it takes to run clean. And Athletics Kenya, in conjunction with ADAC, have also ensured that this is something that has happened without a hiccup. So the Athletics Kenya online registration has been going on, and it is something that will go on for quite a while, and it will help reduce cases of doping that have been on the rise in the last few years. And we also take this moment to eulogize the late Kipyegon Bet, former under-20 champion, the 2012 world bronze medalist in London, Clement Kemboi, African champion in 2015 in the steeplechase, and of course the late Samson Kandie, a marathoner who passed away just a few weeks ago. So the three we eulogize them, and of course, beautiful. And of course, we're talking about events that have happened in the recent past, including the nomination of Athletics Kenya President, Major General Tuwei, to a top award in athletics. And of course, I was talking about the importance of athletics registration. It will help the athletes have a track to what they are doing. But we want to see, it is still Nehemiah in the lead. It's Nehemiah Kipngeno Kirui in the lead, with Dennis Kipkoech Kemboi and Silas Centura. It's Silas Centura in third. Silas Centura. Yes. And of course, Nehemiah Kipngeno Kirui now in second, and Dennis Kipkoech Kemboi. Yes. And of course, they seem to be coming from the same team. And in fourth place currently is Nelson Mapi of Southern. Nelson Mapi of Southern. Nelson Mapi is now occupied third in the yellow bib. So it's down to 4 in this 8 kilometers under 20. 8 kilometers under 20 men. The 6 kilometers women race happened earlier on. Abraham seems to have dropped a little bit. at the leading pack. Of course, the moment Mapi in second. Mapi, Nelson. Nelson Mapi in second currently. Dennis Kipkemboi currently leading. And Silas, of course, coming in third. Dennis Kipkemboi, Nelson Mapi, and Silas in that order currently. Silas Centura. So Dennis Kipkemboi leading Nelson Mapi and Silas as you head towards the latter stages of this 8 kilometers under 20 men. And you can feel everything is now shaping up. That is Dennis Kipkemboi now stretching the lead. Nelson Mapi falling to third, and Shadrach and Silas Centura now occupying second place. And if they're joining us, that is Dennis Kipkemboi leading Silas Centura and Dennis Mapi in the top 3 positions. And it is happening here at the Machakos Teachers College, a place where the first athletics meeting. Dennis Kipkemboi still in the lead. And that is Dennis Kipkemboi. Dennis Kipkemboi heading towards the home stretch. He's run a very tactical race. And that is the last lap of this race, and Dennis Kipkemboi looks really strong, and he knows he's got this one. He has a very, very healthy lead, and he'll be claiming victory in this one. Dennis Kipkemboi, Silas, and of course, Mapi. Simon Mayo, I'm informed, participated in the 5,000 meters yesterday, and he's had a very, very, very good day also. But that is Dennis Kipkemboi running towards victory in this windy weather here in Machakos Teachers College. And that is Dennis Kipkemboi is enjoying that lead there at the moment. Dennis Kipkemboi, of course, the winner will receive 30,000 shillings. Looks to be grimacing, but he knows that he's almost done this. Dennis Kipkemboi. course, there's a tree planting exercise going on here at the Machakos Training College. It's part of the campaigns initiated by Athletics Kenya. Dennis Kipkemboi, he knows that he's almost home. He knows that he has what it takes as it goes downfield, just ahead of Shadrach. Mapi now in fourth. That is Dennis Kipkemboi still in the lead. I don't think, unless something happens, he's being cheered on by one of his colleagues. They know what is at stake. They're cheering him on. Yeah? Remember, sometimes you need that support just to give you that extra motivation as you head towards the finishing line. So that is Dennis Kipkemboi now taking the bend as he heads towards the finishing podium, and he will claim victory in the 8 kilometers under 20 men. Look at him. He looks really strong. He's grimacing, but he knows that he has what it takes to see this off. That is Dennis Kipkemboi. He started the race really strongly, but has shrugged off competitions from the likes of Nehemiah, the likes of Silas Centuria, the likes of Nelson Mapi, and he's headed home. Dennis Kipkemboi. Remember, after this, we'll have the senior 10 kilometers women and the senior 10 kilometers men's race. And that is Dennis Kipkemboi. Ensuring that he stays away from the rest. It's Dennis Kipkemboi. Remember, this is the last lap of this 8-kilometer race. A race that determines your endurance. Early days, though, for these athletes, because these are the first events of the season. But then, beginning the season on a high sometimes gives you an edge over the rest, and of course gives you the confidence to tackle every race that comes your way, every competition. Remember, next year the Tokyo 2025 World Athletics Championships will be held. They will be staged sometime in September. Some of these athletes have ambitions to be there, but it all begins with these cross-country meets that are happening, and this is the first one happening here at the Machakos Teachers College. A separated field of athletes there, and trying to locate where Kipkemboi is. That is Kipkemboi coming home. He knows that he has what it takes to win this one. And there you go. Mr. Dennis Kipkemboi. He is now going uphill, and he knows that he is almost there. He's being cheered on. That is Dennis Kipkemboi coming towards the home stretch. He has no competition now. What he has is the tape, and he'll be the winner of the 8 kilometers under 20 men's race, and the winner of 30,000 Kenya shillings, courtesy of Athletics Kenya, during this first weekend of the Athletics Kenya cross-country meet happening here at the Machakos Teachers College. And that is Dennis Kipkemboi heading home to win the 20 kilometers under 20 men. And of course, the man we were talking about from West Pokot comes in second. called Simon Mayua. And that signals the end of the 8 kilometers under 20 race. It's been a very, very tactical race by Dennis Kipkemboi. Claim victory here at the Machakos Teachers College. Waiting to hear what Dennis and of course Simon Mayo will have to say about the race and of course the cause and their determination to finish it in style. The Charity will be on standby to speak to the podium finishers in this 8 kilometers under 20 men. Remember after this we'll have the 10-kilometer senior women race and the 10-kilometer senior men's race. The winner pocketing 50,000 Kenya shillings. Charity, if you're ready, you can take it away.
Mjadala ilikuwa sawa, nashukuru Mungu. Juu nimeona yangu yote. Wanaume si rahisi.
Tukiangazia wewe sasa tunaenda Tokyo, tunajitayarisha kwenda Tokyo. Mpango wako ni gani?
Mpango wangu sasa ni kutia bidii. Sina option nyingine kwa sababu hakuna kitu rahisi.
Thank you and all the best. We also joined by number 2 Simon. Simon is also trying to work it off. It has not been an easy competition for the men under 20. Simon, competition imekuwa vipi kwako?
Marahisi. Niko ngangana tu. Niko kaa sana kabisa. Marahisi.
Tusonge hivi. Na sasa hivi vile tunaelekea kuko na Tokyo Cross World Championships. Pengine nini kirudi kwa mazoezi utaenda sana kuangalia?
Ni kwenda ku train hard. Na kwenda kujaribu huko.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you, madam.
We are also joined by Clinton. Clinton, we were with you last season. Ulisema ulikuwa na target kwenda Olympics, unfortunately you were not able. So sasa hii target yako itakuwa gani?
Target yangu leo ni kungangana. Jana ilikuwa competitive sana. Nilimbia 5 jana na leo nalimbia 8. Sasa ndio nikujituma tu.
Na katika lessons zako zile ulilearn last year, kukimbia na seniors, ni nini sana sana utakuwa ukiangalia at least uweze kumake kwa timu ya World Championship?
Ile nililearn last year ni experience na uvumilivu tu.
All the best and congratulations. Those are our 3 top finishers. We had Silas Centura, who finished first in the men under 20 category. We also had Simon Maiwa. He was followed by Clinton Kimutai. Clinton is saying that he's going to work on the experience that he gained last year to ensure that he'll be able to make it for the Tokyo World Championship that will be in September next year. Over to you, Mlemi, on the other side of the studio.
Very much, Charity, for those enticing interviews and of course that beautiful jacket courtesy of Athletics Kenya. And we are ready for the senior women 10-kilometer race. Of course, the major topic being Race to Tokyo 2025. Will you be ready? Will we be ready? Will this athletes be ready? Of course, they will be, because this is just the beginning of a great season that is anticipated. And you look at how the athletes have put their performances here, then we know that we are going to have a great performance in Tokyo during the World Athletics Championships next year. So we are also lining up a couple of interviews, and Charity, we'll be speaking to some of the race organizers at the fans that have come here at the Machakos Teachers College to witness this great day of athletics. So, Charity, if you're ready, you can take it away. Machakos County number 016. You can see the beautiful hills, the rivers, the valleys.
Joined by Abraham Mutai, the chairman for the digital and marketing strategy. Abraham Mutai, thank you so much. We recently launched the Athletics Kenya calendar. Perhaps as we work for the road for Tokyo, what's your target as a federation?
Thank you so much. First of all, you are all welcome for the first cross country of this season that we have started. The new calendar that we launch is the road to Tokyo. So in the next 10 months we will be in Tokyo, and as Athletics Kenya we have a strategy in the most of the events that we are having. Especially we are targeting those areas that we've not been doing well, especially the field events, the throws and the jumps that we've not been doing well. You also remember that our steeplechase event, which has always been our strength, is under attack, and as a federation we are having a strategy to make sure that we return it back. We want to get as many medals as possible during the Tokyo event, and now we have a strategy whereby after every 100 days, starting now going to all the way to Tokyo, we'll be reviewing to see what we are doing. We've started with cross country, we've done some improvements, and as you can see today we are having quite a good number of the athletes who have come to participate, and going to the next event, which will be in Kapsokwany. We expect more. We will be starting also our strategies for the track and field. We are now very soon meeting the coaches, meeting everybody around the athletes, so that we are all able to understand how we are going to make and get more medals. Our idea is to be on the top of the world in terms of the medal table that we will be having in Tokyo, and we want to ask for support from all quarters. The government is now supporting us. We want also our sponsors to come in. Remember, when we were launching our calendar, we had all our sponsors being asked to come and understand how things are doing, and we are happy that most of them now are coming in. They will be joining us during our cross country. They are now joining us during our track and field events, and we will be having many strategies that will take us to Tokyo, and in Tokyo we will be sure that we are going to get more medals.
We have former athletes like Ezekiel Kemboi. Now that you've mentioned the steeplechase athlete, we have Ezekiel Kemboi, the former Olympic champion and world champion. What impact have the former athlete played? What is the impact of their role in the reclaiming the title back to Kenya?
I want to say that those former champions are joining our technical team and our coaches to understand why things are going the way they are, and from their experience we are able now to relate and be able to come up with a strategy that it is holistic. Remember, they are the one who did it, and they brought a lot of medals to this country, so we want to understand how things are changing and what needs to change also when it comes to our strategy as a federation. We want to say that we are involving every category. We are involving because we are no longer looking at the general events. We are now taking events in terms of sprints. We are short races. Then we are also looking at long races, because remember 10,000 has been very elusive for us. We are also looking at the marathons, because marathon should be one of those areas that those are sure medals that we need to really sit down and strategize and make sure that we get the first. The marathon medals are the ones that we need to sweep all the available medals. But what we are saying that, remember also other countries, especially our neighbors, Ethiopia, are coming for those medals. So we also need to understand how do we make sure that we have the high chances of getting those medals. So involvement of champions is something that we are now using it. We are talking to them on this strategy, so that once we are able to launch this strategy, especially on track and field, it is a strategy that all of us have contributed to it. And as a head of marketing and digital strategy, I want to say that right now we are here and we are looking at the changes that we've made. On the prize money alone, a lot of things have changed, because remember, the cross country, we've improved our prize money, and we've seen the athletes are coming. On our doping strategy that is happening now, the enhanced program for the doping, it is now giving good results, and we can see now that whoever is running, we are sure that whatever he is doing is something that we understand. So everything, all systems go for athletics, and I want to assure Kenyans that by the time we will be in Tokyo, we will be sure that we will have exploited all the areas that we wanted to, and make sure that we come back, with good results.
Thank you so much, Abraham. See you. I'll hand you over to Gregory Muremi, but as he handles the women 10-kilometer race, the senior event. But before I hand over, that was Abraham Mutaito, the Athletics Kenya marketing and digital strategist. He was talking about the reviews that they'll be making after every 100 days before the Tokyo World Championships, and he also spoke about the influence that former athletes have on the current athletes, and the performance enhancement and the performance expertise that they're going to be giving us. Over to you, Mlebi, and as we continue with the women 10-kilometer event.
Thank you very much, Charity. And this is the co-event in the women category, the 10-kilometer senior women's race, just happening right now, and the athletes are ready for action. The likes of Lucy Gitenya, Mercy Adija, Winnie Chebet, Frida Ndita Mweu, Sharon Jepkosgei. This is a race that promises a lot of action, and of course competition. You look at the likes of Maureen Jemutai, Toro Itich, Cynthia Chebet Chesebe, Esther Chemutai, Doreen Nkanoni. This is the senior women 10-kilometer race. Right now, we are going to talk about athletes that have what it takes to call themselves and this is just the beginning of things. The likes of Lilian Odira, starting a pre-season here in Machakos. She knows that she has what it takes because she is the defending 800 meters champion. Winnie Chebet, very experienced in coming into this one. We have Joyce Biwott. We have Jacinta Kavindu Paul, the home girl. Lilian Liavoga, Sarah Njambi Kagai, Damaris Barongo, Vivian Chepkuz, Celestine Biwott, Damaris Makonjo, Mercy Jeruto Kosgei, Winnie Jeptarus, Veronica Wakuraya, Sally Jep Kosgei, Tekla Jep Korir. So just some of the athletes going through a very long list of 91 athletes that are participating in this 10-kilometer senior women's race. Sandra Phyllis Chebet Tuwei, another name that wants to stamp authority in this one. Remember, Sandra Phyllis has had a very good career, and she hopes that she is among the names that will be talked about when it comes to this day. Of course, the 26-year-old will be aiming to defend her 10 kilometers title. Remember, she won it here last year, and something that bothers her, and she's admitted, is that she hasn't made that big impact on the international stage. Of course, as a senior athlete. She did it in 2015, claiming bronze in the 3,000 meters at the Africa Under-20 Championships and finished 5th in the World Under-20 Championships in 2016 before settling for silver in the 3,000 and 5,000 meters during the 2017 Africa Under-20 Athletics Championships. And of course, her last appearance for Kenya as a senior, she finished 10th, a distant 10th, in the Africa Cross Country Championships held in Tunisia last year. Sandra Phyllis Chebet now wants to make sure that she does what she did here last year, winning this leg. The likes of Winnie Chebet will also be aiming to stamp authority. Lilian Odira knows that this is a chance to redeem herself. Tokyo is beckoning, and it will only happen if they get a good footing from such kind of races. So if you're joining us, we are live from the Machakos Teachers College, bringing you all the action. And see Lilian Odira, the tall figure. Frida Ndindamweu, the home girl, still here, and she runs for Tatu City. Nine athletes in the first batch. See the stewards, track judges, and of course officials in this one. The athletes, most of them ensuring that they stay close to each other, because you look at the leading pack, most of them are 400 and 800 meter sprinters. That shows you that maybe they're using this for endurance. Maybe they're trying this out to have at least a feel of what the new season entails. If you're joining us, we are at the Teachers College, Machakos Teachers College, and this is the 10-kilometer senior women race, and that is Sandra Phyllis Chebet dictating the pace earlier on. But the winner of this race walks home with 50,000 Kenya shillings, with the second walking home with 40,000 Kenya shillings, the third 30,000 Kenya shillings. It's 20,000 shillings for fourth and fifth place, and from the sixth, is fifth is 15,000 shillings, and sixth to 10th is 10,000 shillings. So the crowd enjoying both. That's the leading pack on going downhill here at the Machakos Teachers Training College course. And it's now down to 6 from 9. The crowd enjoying both the young, the youth, and the age here at the Machakos Teachers College course. They're seeing the Stars who've just begun their season. We began the day with the fun race where most athletes who wanted to try out and have some fun did that. In 2 kilometers, both men and women, before ushering in the under 26 kilometers women race and then the under 28 kilometer race. But this is the senior race for women, 10 kilometers. Of course, Mr. Abraham Utai, the marketing and digital strategist at Athletics Kenya, has insisted on having the online campaigns going on to sensitize, make sure that these athletes have every information that is needed, have everything updated. And the online registration has been a success so far, in conjunction with the Anti-Doping Association of Kenya, the Ministry of Sports, and of course Athletics Kenya. This is a well-coordinated campaign that has seen actually everything go according to plan, the plan Athletics Kenya has. And that is the leading pack in the 10-kilometer senior women race that is happening just as we head towards the business end of events here at the Machakos Teachers College. Just trying to see some of the own look as the fans enjoying every bit of action here. And that's the leading pack of this race. Joining us, this is the 10-kilometer women race. Sandra Phyllis Chebet dictating everything here now. Esther Chemtai Kipkech in third. Sandra Phyllis Chebet, the defending champion, staying there and telling them, this is my course. Telling them that this is what I was born to do. Anastasia Ndereba, a younger sister to the legendary Catherine Ndereba. Esther Cherono of KDF still leading there. But there is also Esther Magari in the race. Anastasia and Reba still dictating the race here with just about 5 minutes to 11 a.m. East African time. The first 3 athletes in this one trying out. Remember, 50,000 shillings up for grabs. Chakwach in the lead. The Reba closing by. Those are the medics. But the men's race will also be very, very competitive by going by the things and the intensity we are witnessing here. Esther Cherono in third. Some of the athletes also on the crowd enjoying niceties here at the Machakos Teachers College, but it's now down to 3, and that shows you everything is now shaping up. Now, who will stay on course to winning this one? Still early, but then everyone ensuring that they are well placed to have this going down to the wire. Beautiful scenery. Machakos is a beautiful, beautiful county. From everything that happens around here, Machakos is a place to be. And of course, hosting the first cross-country meet in this series makes it even better, because it's just perfected the way every athlete wants things to happen. We'll also be giving you results from the previous races, and that is a very experienced coaching department there, led by Mr. Boniface Tiren, who also happens to be the MC in this event. And now it's down to 2 in this senior women 10-kilometer race. Can feel some tired legs down there, but then it's down to 2 in this one. And you look at how these athletes have lined up. You can always tell that it's earlier on in the season. Maureen Jepkoech and Esther Chemutai in 1 and 2 as we head towards the business end of events. Almost half of the race done. Who's gonna shrug off competition? It is Maureen Jepkoech, Esther Cherono, and Maureen Jepkoech. It's a 1 and 2. They're now exchanging the leads and making it very, very interesting. Not a day that it's not her day. Sandra Phyllis, she's dropped off a little bit. Is Maureen. And now they've exchanged the leads. And it is a 2 down to 2. And of course, if you're joining us, this is the 10 kilometers senior women's race. Plenty of goodies here at the Machakos Teachers College. Top 10 winners, of course, will be assured of walking home with at least a token in their pocket. 50,000 shillings the winner receives in this 10 kilometers senior women. So is the men's 10 kilometers senior race that comes just after this one. Remember, after this, we're heading to Kapsokony on 26th of October. Before heading to Bomet on November 2nd, All Kalau, November 30th, Kisii, December 14th, then have the Christmas break before ushering in the E10 cross-country meet on 4th of January. Now a two-horse race. Esther Cherono and Maureen Chepkoech. Likes of Maureen Odira really finding it tough here. The likes of Esther Mbagari finding it really tough. And this is the last lap of this 10 kilometers women race, the senior event, of course. As they head towards the last stretch of this one. Can always see how prepared they were for this season. Of course, afterwards we'll have the 10-kilometer senior men race before ushering in the relays. But now it's battle for first and second. It is Christine Joki still leading. And Maureen Chepkoech in second, but it's Christine Joki looking really strong here. Christine Joki has had the resilience to shrug off the competition from over 90 athletes. Maureen Chepkoech now in second as they battle out in this 6 kilometers senior women's race. It's Christine Joki. She looks really strong, but then Maureen Chepkoech. Esther Cherono in third, but then it is Christine Joki leading in this one. It's Christine Joki right now. Esther Cherono currently third, but that's Christine Joki and Maureen. Christine Joki doesn't want to surrender this one. She knows what's at stake. Is Christian Joki there and Maureen in a 1-2. Remember, this is the last lap of this 10-kilometer senior women's race. Maureen Chepkoech still holding second position. Christine Joki born on 2nd of February 1999, representing North Rift. Christine Joki is still leading Maureen there, and Maureen seems to be having the answers to every kick that Christine Joki has placed in this race. Remember, it is the 10-kilometer senior women's race If you're joining us, we're live from the Machakos Teachers College. But the winner of this one pockets 50,000 Kenya shillings with the second place 30,000 shillings. The two battling out for the top two honors, of course. Esther Cherono still in third, but it's a battle between Christine Njoki and Maureen Chepkoech. Njoki seems to be really, really strong. Every time Maureen asks a question, Christine answers it. As they head towards the last kilometer of this race. Sandra Phillips, the defending champion, won't be doing that this time round. I think it comes with fatigue after running on track yesterday. And Maureen and Christine Njoki, Maureen Chepkoech, Esther Cherono in third, but then it is a battle between Christine Njoki and Maureen Chepkoech. As they head towards that last bend. Of course, afterwards they'll be going to the home stretch, a distance of around 110 kilometers to finish this race. But it is between Njoki and Maureen Chepkoech, the two destined to finish in first and second position in this 10-kilometer senior women's race. Now, who will take it home? Will it be Maureen? Will it be Njoki? Now it's down to real business, and you can see the two battling it out, heading towards the sprinting zone. And then Maureen decides to kick out. She's kicked out really, really nicely, heading that one. She's being cheered home. It is Maureen Chepkoech. She's decided she's going to win this one, take home the 50,000 Kenya shillings. Christine Njoki, who led for the huge chunks of this race, will settle for second. She looks over her shoulder to see who's coming. Esther Cherono is not close, and now she'll resign to finishing second after leading in most parts of this race. The winner of the 10-kilometer senior women's race, Maureen Chepkoech. And of course, Christine Njoki coming in second. Esther Cherono, as we said, will settle for third. Esther Cherono, who now finishes third in this race. Outgoing champion Sandra Phyllis Chebet being cheered on as she comes to claim fourth place in this one. She's sprinting home, Sandra Phyllis Chebet. Remember, she was the winner here last year, but not this time round because we have a new champion in Maureen Chepkoech. And of course, we'll be waiting to hear from the podium finishers. Remember, the top 10 athletes will be walking home with a token, beginning with 50,000 for the winner, Maureen Chepkoech. I'll be handing you over to Charity. We'll be speaking to the likes of Sandra Phyllis, Maureen Chepkoech, Esther Cherono, and Christine Joki. Over to you, Charity.
Road races. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. We are joined by our third finisher, Esther Chemtai. Esther, karibu sana and congratulations for your podium finish. Umekuwa umejitayarisha vipi kwa mbio?
Kwanza namshukuru Mungu for the third position. This being the first AK meeting cross country, kumaanisha nimeanza vema. Season ikianza. Yeah.
Na mpango wako wa season ni gani?
Panapo majaliwa ya Mungu, ningependa pia at least nikuwe kwa team ya World Cross Country because ni furaha ya kila mmoja kurepresent country yake. Yeah.
Na hii season ina World Cross Country, so after season ya cross country itakuwa vipi kwako?
After season ya cross country pia Mungu akipenda, ningependa pia nikuwe kwa timu ya World Championship next year. Mungu akipenda.
Event gani?
10,000. Yeah.
Nini ilikuvutia kwa event ya 10,000?
10,000 I think nimekuwa nikikimbia 5,000 sana nikiwa junior. Na nimekimbia nimejaribu 10,000 during the KDF championship na nikaona I can make it. Yeah.
Okay, all the best and thank you.
Thank you.
Those are our 10 kilometers in a women race. As we head for the start for the 10-kilometer event, we hand you over to Gregory Murem.
Thank you, Charity. As we wait for some of the participants to complete the 10-kilometer race, of course, beautiful scenes there of Machakos County, the hills, the valleys, the town, and of course the rivers. God, there's beautiful, beautiful images there. And this is where we are today. Chapkoech, winner of the 10-kilometer senior women's race. Ikine and Nguani rivers, some of the major rivers here in Machakos County. Remember I said Machakos has an area of 5,903 kilometers, square meters, and then we have very many beautiful scenes. Of course, the city, the town alone, a very, very beautiful town. And we are ready for the 10-kilometer senior men's race, which promises fireworks. Remember, the winner pockets 50,000 Kenya shillings. We are ready for the 10 kilometers senior men's race. Those are participants in the 10-kilometer. Senior men's race. Remember, after this we'll have the relays, mixed relays, which will be the last event. And in the relays, the winners pocket 40,000 shillings. Second place 30,000 shillings, and the third place 20,000 shillings. So the start of this one, the 10-kilometer senior men's race, which promises to be one to suffer. The likes of Reynolds, Chariot expected to be in this one. Shedrack Mbaluka, Brian Kipruto, Silas Jensenchura, a total of 119 athletes who's gonna emerge victorious. Alexander Muoki are some of the names to watch here. Dennis Nji here. Paul Kimani, Lawrence Jumba Kisiangani, Patrick Matuia, Peter Muritim Njigi. Just some of the names. And I'm being informed that winners of these races are awarded instantly. As we await for the start of the 10 kilometers men's race. And 19 athletes in this one. This being the first leg of the national cross-country circuit. We'll also be lining up interviews from the other side. We'll wait for the start of the 10 kilometers race. And we witnessed a very good race in the women's category that was won by Maureen Chepkoech. Sandra Phyllis Jebet came in fourth. And of course, the cross-country are part of preparations for many of these athletes who have just started this season. is the 10-kilometer senior men's race, and now we are on a sea of athletes sprinting to take the best positions in this one, and you can see straight away it's action. Everyone's battling out to ensure that they stay in very good positions. I can also see a masters athlete running. Remember, the 10-kilometer men's race is the main event here at the Machakos Teachers College. That's just going through some of the names to watch in this 10-kilometer race. You have the likes of South Rift's Bethwell Kibiwot, Athanas Kioko, and Kipngetich Ngeno, who is thought to be a favorite in this one, because the ultimate prize will be the winner walking home with 50,000 Kenya shillings. Still nothing much to separate these athletes. A total of 119. The likes of Calvin Kathigi, Francis Monte, Kevin Luhanda, Kelvin Mumo Vaati. The local boys also well represented in this one. Beauty about this one is that everyone is very, very fit to compete here, and you look at how they've lined up. Nothing much separates these athletes, 119 of them, because I think most of them had prepared really, really well coming into this one. Likes of Julius Nzioki, Yegon, Emmanuel, Joshua, Joseph of Southern. Two athletes from the CZ promotions. Talking about Mudoni Waweru and Julius Leteilia Matany. Martin Gui also here. So in attendance, David Miano, Central Athletics Kenya chairman. For joining us, it is the main event, the 10-kilometer senior men's race. Expect action to be very enticing. Top coaches, including Julius Kiwa, there is Mr. Turen. They're all here to witness the first cross-country meet of the season. total of 644 athletes converged here at the Machakos Teachers College for this event. That shows you that this is a very, very popular event that has attracted such a huge number of athletes who are all shaping up for the season. So if you're joining us, remember this is the 10-kilometer race, senior men's race, and some household names in the lineups. The man from North Rift still leading there. And I'm being informed that we'll be having a couple of interviews lined up with Charity, including an interview with President of Athletics Kenya, General Jackson Tuwei. That will be coming up in a bit. Some athletes dropping out because these conditions have started becoming hot and humid. It was a chilly morning, but now things are turning out to be as it was expected, because this county has very beautiful sceneries, the beautiful weather and everything that happens here. But you look at how it is today. It was quite chilly, quite humid. It was raining in the morning. Right now it's dry, and it will be faster for these athletes, I assume, because you look at the conditions right now, it favors most of these athletes. But those who hadn't really adapted to this situation will be dropping out. That is the lead of the race in bib number 292. Still trying to stick together. This means that this will be very, very close heading into this one. But well, I'll hand you over to Charity.
Thank you so much, Mlemi. I'm joined here by the Athletics Kenya President, Lieutenant General retired Jackson Tuwei, who is also the World Athletics Vice President. My President, perhaps you explain to us, what is your strategy towards Tokyo 2020 for us to maybe to be able to top the medal table again?
Well, first of all, thank you very much. We are speaking from here, Machakos Teachers College, where the first cross-country event is taking place. And this is one of the programs that we have got. I'm sure you remember that 2 weeks ago we launched our calendar for all the events starting from now, because normally our calendar starts in October and we are in October, so until the next October again. So we have launched that calendar of events showing all the details of what we want to do for the road to Tokyo. And one of the requirements, of course, and in the calendar, is to have the cross-country championships, which normally starts at the beginning of the season. The season starts, as I said, in October. So this is the first one here. And so it's part of that program, part of that calendar towards preparing for road to Tokyo. And we'll be having six series. This is the first series. Then we'll go to Kapsakwany, we'll go to Iten, Olkalau, and so forth and so on, and Bomet, until we finish, before we start the track and field. So this is the first one, and that is why we are here today. And the reason for this is, of course, although we don't have the World Cross Country Championship next year, but it is part of preparation. And this is, in fact, I want to encourage all the athletes, not only the long distance runners, even the track, even the short distance runners, it's important that they start as early as now, because the moment you get into good shape early enough, you are likely to continue until the end of the season. So I would like to urge all the athletes to start preparations, because we have given the direction. We have produced the calendar. Now we are actually doing the actual work, and therefore that is why we are here. Yeah.
President, you have been also a big ambassador for the climate change and planting trees. Perhaps for the viewers who are at home, if you could explain much about the program, why we need air quality monitors, and the importance of trees for the athletes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, you remember in 2021, when we were hosting the World Under-20 Championships in Nairobi, we signed the United Nations document to be involved in supporting the climate change activities. And that was towards the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, otherwise called also Sports for Climate Action. So why did we do this? Is because climate change affects everybody. All the human beings, all the animals, the whole environment, including vegetation, including trees, including everything, insects and everything else. So, but ours is directly concerned with the sports, because we have got a lot of sports people here, both in all the federations. But for now, let me talk about athletics, because we are discussing athletics. And so, how does it affect athletics? When we went, remember when we went to World Championships in Doha in 2019, for the first time in history, because of very high temperatures which were experienced there, marathon event, both for men and women, was started at midnight exactly. Why? Why did it have to be like that? As I said, it's just because of very high temperatures which were experienced in Doha. The stadium was okay because it was because of technology. They could control the temperatures and so forth, so there would be no problem in the stadium. But the athletes who are going to run around the city, using the city roads and so on, you cannot control the temperature there. And that is why they were running at night. So that is one of the challenges when you talk about climate change, high temperatures. We don't want to allow athletes to run in such a situation like that, because they will suffer. Some of them will even collapse, and that is not the way to do things. You want to give athletes the best situation, the best facilities, the best everything, if you want them to produce their best. And so if you cannot allow athletes to run in a good environment, then obviously they will not produce the best. We have seen in some cases that we go to certain areas, for example, and you find the stadium is close to a west dumping area, you know, and that is not allowed, because where there is pollution or extreme carbon emissions, then that is not good for the athletes, because then you will allow athletes to run in an area where by the time they finish running, they have got either very clogged chests, having difficulties in breathing, or blocked noses. And so you give them a lot of, they definitely cannot produce their best. They want a clean environment, clean air quality, clean everything. The best facilities like a good track, good shoes, good everything, good temperatures, everything, otherwise you will not get people breaking records. You will not get them winning because of that kind of thing. And you will not get athletes coming to run in that particular place again. So that is why we have introduced something called air quality sensors, so that the athletes can get the best conditions as they run. That is why we are involved in this issue. Again, you remember when we went to Tokyo for the Olympics. The same thing happened. The marathoners and the walk races were moved from Tokyo up almost 800 kilometers north of Tokyo in a place called Sapporo. Again, the same problem. So you see, the program had to change, the athletes had to be moved, and it disrupts a lot of things. So again, it means that wherever we organize events, we must be able to find out what is the likely temperature, the likely environmental issues which are around there, so that we don't give athletes a hard time. So it means, therefore, even for us, as the planners, we must be able to work not only within ourselves, we work with other partners. Like in our case, we are working with the United Nations program, United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, and Stockholm Environment Institute. But then we also need to work with meteorological department, because you can come here and then all of a sudden, as you are running like this now, then you experience heavy downpour. So we must therefore be able to plan and see what is likely to happen at a particular time. And so you see, that is how temperatures, how climate affects sports. That is why we got interested.
Thank you so much. Perhaps as we wait for you to hand over the awards to the athletes who've just won the junior category and the under 20 category and the senior, what is your parting shot?
My parting shot is, as I said earlier, let me refer once again to Road to Tokyo. And I want to encourage all our officials, all our coaches, and all our stakeholders that World Athletics has already issued the qualification standards. It is very clear. Qualification standards in every event. They have also issued qualification period, and this has got different times, different period of qualification. Like for example, marathons and 10,000, we are already in that qualification period as we are talking now. So some of them have not, maybe started and that kind of thing. So I want to encourage our athletes, our coaches, our officials to make sure that they understand the rules of qualification. It is very, very important for everybody. I also want to, maybe the last one, say we want to work very closely with ADAC, because that is part of the qualification. All those who will be required to go and compete in the World Championships must have gone through the ADAC program and qualified in all standards, in everything that we do. And therefore, I want everybody to be very clear about this, so that when we come to the trials for the World Championships, we are not going back to say who has not been tested or who has not, as this one qualified. It has got to be very clear. And therefore, let me encourage once again all the stakeholders to make sure that they study and understand. These things are also covered in our website. They are covered in World Athletics website, and therefore nobody should come back and say we did not know, or we were not aware, or we did not find a place where we can. So they can check with us. They can check with, in the website. We'll be having meetings quite often. In fact, I want now to organize a meeting with the coaches only.
Thank you very much, Charity. Speaking to the President of Athletics Kenya, General Jackson, retired Jackson Tuwei, and the way forward and the new plans for the season, of course, sensitizing athletes on the need to actually have them registered in the Athletics Kenya portal. And of course, we are back for the 10-kilometer senior men's race, and it's down to 3. And it's very intense at the moment as we speak. Francis Abongo in 3rd place. Victor Kiprop and Asbel Kiprop still in the lead, hanging on there. Francis Abongo trying so hard to sandwich the two. And these are 1,500 meter specialists. And they've come here to make a statement. You can feel that they have what it takes. Look at how good they are running with some technique, not just running, but with some techniques. It's something that makes it very interesting to watch, and it's something that makes it even better for the athletes, even those who are not here to watch and learn maybe one thing or two. It is Victor Kiprop and Asbel Kiprono in 1 and 2, Francis Abongo in third. The 10-kilometer senior men's race, a race that is the main event in this one. Remember, afterwards we'll have the 2 kilometers men's 2 kilometers mixed relay coming up. But now it's Abongo Victor Asbel here at the Machakos Teachers College. The winner earns 50,000 Kenya shillings, with the second placed athlete, of course, walking on with 40,000 shillings. The third athlete, 20,000 shillings. So is the fourth athlete, and the fifth athlete earning 50,000 shillings in prize money. And of course, those who had already participated earlier on are being awarded on the other side. Over to you, Charity.
The first and the third, second and the third position in the under 20 women category. Florence will be given 15,000 cash award. The World Athletics Vice President is being accompanied by the CEC for Machakos County for sports. They are awarding Florence Chepko A. She's gotten an award of 15,000 shillings. And then we have Lorna Gerono. Lorna Gerono finished second in the women under 20 category. Remember, we also have athletes who are going to sit for their exams. That is on your left, that is Lieutenant General, Retired General Jackson Tuwei, being accompanied by the CEC of Sports in Machakos. And then we also have the winner, Yvonne Chepchirchir. She has won 30,000 shillings in the women under 20 category. She ran the 6 kilometers and was emerged as the winner. She's been congratulated by the World Athletics Vice President, who is accompanied by the CEC Machakos County. Remember, we also have the women senior category going on. We have the 10 kilometer. That they are going on looking for their lead. And our queue in Mulemi as we continue watching. We continue with the 10 kilometer ladies senior event. Over to you, Mulemi.
Thank you very much, Charity. Thank you very much. Those are the winners from the previous events. Of course, this is the under 26 kilometer winners who've been awarded there by the Athletics Kenya President, Retired General Jackson Tuwei, who's also the Vice President of the World Athletics, and they are posing for photos as the 10-kilometer race, senior men's race, goes on this side, and it's still Abongo, it's still Victor and Asbel Kiprop battling out for the top honors, and it is the main event. Remember, afterwards also we'll have the mixed relays, that's the 2 kilometers mixed relays, and it is something that we'll be witnessing here at the Machakos Teachers Training College, and we are witnessing a spectacle here. Of course, the awards, imagine from 5,000 to 50,000. That is huge. That is massive. Congratulations, Athletics Kenya, for making this dream come true. It can only get better, as the Athletics Kenya President Jackson Tuwei, Retired General Jackson Tuwei, says it can only get better, and is urged the athletes to ensure that they do everything right so that they understand what it takes to qualify for major events, especially next year's Tokyo 2025 Olympics. He says there are rules and guidelines that need to be followed, and they've sensitized the athletes and made sure that everyone has the rule book. Will they follow it? Because right now the online registration is on, the anti-doping campaigns have been ongoing, everything, and Athletics Kenya has made sure that each and everyone participating has exactly the right information for this one. But now it is the 10 kilometers senior men's race. heading into the latter stages. And of course, looking at the lineup, it is Asbel Kiprop, Kipkoech, Mr. Victor Kipkoech, and of course, Francis Abongo in the top 3 positions. Victor Kiprop and Asbel Kiprono. Francis Abongo currently in third. You can look at him, the tallest of the 3. Asbel Kiprono and Victor Kiprop. It is a very tight race, this one. And you can feel that Asbel Kiprop, Asbel Kiprono, sorry, looks stronger. Abongo just checking in to ensure that he stays within touching distance of Victor and Asbel. Remember, afterwards we'll have these athletes awarded, with the winner expected to walk home with 50,000 Kenya shillings. The second on the podium, 40,000 shillings. 30,000 shillings for the third place, and fourth and fifth will have to share 20,000. The fifth place, 15,000. 6 to 10, they'll earn each 10,000 Kenya shillings. And that's Asbel Kiprono now leading Victor Kiprop. Abongo staying within touching distance and is now in third. Remember, after this one, next weekend on 26th of October, it will be in Kapsokony before heading to Bomet on November the 2nd, or Kalau on November 30th, Kisii on December 14th, and Iten just after the festive season. That will be in January 4th. And the winners, the leaders, sorry, currently being encouraged to make it even faster and look at everything that is happening here at the Machakos Teachers College. Everything running smoothly, courtesy of Athletics Kenya and of course the host Machakos Teachers College. The Machakos County CEC also in attendance. That shows you that everyone loves athletics, even here in Machakos, the eastern region, when it comes to zoning. It's now Victor Kiprop in first place, Asbel Kiprono in second, Abongo in third. The last lap of this race. You can see Ayumba Yodi rushing to the finish line to see who is and now Abongo joins the leading pack. He was in third, now he's in second place. Victor Kiprop still ensuring that he stays there. So many teams being represented here, from Police to KDF, Prison, Southern, Nairobi, South Rift, Eastern, Central, North Rift, Central Rift, Western, Nyanza North, Nyanza South, Coast, Northeastern Universities, KWS, NYS, and individual entries. So there are also other teams that are coming up, the likes of the universities, and of course different clubs also sending their representatives here. And it's now Victor Kiprop now in the lead. Abongo currently in second. I'm trying to locate where Asbel Kiprono is in this 10 kilometers senior men's race. We're into the last lap of this one. Intense moments, and they're warming up to a very good finish in this course of the Machakos Teachers College. But it is now Asbel and Victor. Abongo has fallen to third at the moment, but look at how well they've lined up for this one. Will it be Victor? Will it be Asbel? As they head towards the home stretch. And they come nicely towards the home stretch. And it will be Victor. Asbel Kiprop wins this one. And Francis Abongo. Look at that celebration from Asbel Kiprono. Abongo comes in second. And of course, Victor Kiprop will come in third place. But then Asbel Kiprono ran a really good race, very tactical. Abongo coming in to claim second and Asbel Kiprono third. It is the end of the 10-kilometer senior men's race. You wait for Charity to take it away and interview the winners. Of course, everyone is a winner here. In fact, 10 athletes expected to walk away with some cash, with the winner pocketing 50,000 Kenya shillings. We're talking about Asbel Kiprono. Abongo, who came in second, will walk away with 40,000 shillings, and Asbel and Victor Kiprop 30,000 shillings. The fourth and fifth place, 20,000 shillings each, 15,000 for fifth place, and 6th to 10th will be earning 10,000 shillings in this one. Afterwards, of course, we'll be ushering in the 2 kilometers relays. I'll be handing you over to Charity to speak to Asbel Kiprono, Abongo, and of course Victor Kiprop, the winners, the podium finishers in the 10-kilometer senior men's race.
Thank you so much, Milemi. We are joined here by the 10-kilometer senior men winners. We have Asbel Kiprono. Congratulations. Matayarisho yako imekuwa vipi kwa hii season, na pengine tukiangalia pia matayarisho yako ya kama utaenda track ama utaenda pia road running?
Anataka nitelege katika road running.
Pengine ni race gani ndio unaangalia ya next season?
Sasa saa hii race nyingine mpaka next month 24 na tarajia nikimbia 10k. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
We also have the second finisher, Francis Abonga. Francis, matayarisho yako imekuwa vipi kwa mbio na umefeel kosi imekuwaje kwako?
Kitu ya kwanza nashukuru Mungu. Amenilinda, ameniongoza, amenipa hata kipaji cha uhai kwa wakati huu. Na nashukuru Mungu kwa hiyo mbali nimetoka, maana kwa sasa niko na kama mwaka 4 kwa matayarisho kwa athletic. Na kwa matayarisho yangu nimekuwa na mwezi 4 ambaye nilikuwa na prepare from half and then kuna venye mwili ilirudi chini, ndio nilikuwa nimekuja kujijaribu hapa nione kama mwili itaweza adapt ama ita react. So iko sasa hii naona siko mbaya. So nashukuru Mungu. Yeah.
Okay. All the best and congratulations. We also have the third finisher, Victor Kipruto. Victor, mbio imekuwa vipi kwako?
Mbio iko mbaya vile. And nashukuru Mungu kwa mbali amenilinda. And then singetarajia nifike mahali hapa. Kwa sababu jana nilikimbia. And then nikasema tu acha leo nijaribu. Yeah.
Jana ulikimbia event gani?
Nilikimbia 5000. Yeah. And this is my first year kuanza hii mbio. Yeah.
Pengine vile tunaingia kwa hii season na tunaelekea World Championships Tokyo, tunatarajia nini kwako?
Ningetarajia pia na mimi niwe huko. Yeah.
Event gani?
10,000. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. That was the 10-kilometer winners for the senior men category. We had Asbel Kiprono, who finished first. We saying that he'd come to test his endurance levels as he prepares for a 10-kilometer race that will be held in next month. We also have Francis Abonga. Francis is also saying that he'd come to try and see how it was. And for Victor Kipruto is saying that he got encouraged yesterday during yesterday's Bingo festival for Betika. He's saying that when he finished yesterday, he was motivated to come today and compete for the cross country. Over to you, Mlemi, as we wait for the award ceremony for the junior category for the men, and as we proceed to the senior women and the senior men. On to now, we're moving on to the relay cross country. We are hoping to see new champions being crowned today here in Machakos. Over to you, Mulemi.
Thank you very much, Charity. She's been speaking to the podium finishers in the 10-kilometer senior race that is still going on, of course, on the course, finishing their races. But from the conversations, you can see most of them are being rehydrated after a very gruesome 10-kilometer contest. What comes out is the urge of these athletes to start the preparations early ahead of the major events that are coming both locally and internationally. And we've heard from the likes of Abongo, the likes of Asbel and Victor, that they are just started. Some of them took part in the Bingo Fest races on track yesterday and thought it wise to come and try out here. And you can see most of them are really enjoying everything that is happening here. You can see the likes of Nji here there, athletes who have made it on track, and now they are starting their season here in the cross country. And of course, we are getting ready for the 2 kilometers mixed relay. Should be the last event of the day. Should be the last event of the day. We're waiting to see as we await for the award ceremony also. I hand you over to Charity to
we're now getting into the award ceremony for the 10 and for the men under 20 category. We had the first winner being Silas Centura, and then we had Maiwa and Clinton Kimtai. First on the podium is the third finisher, Clinton Kimtai. Kimtai will be given the award by the Senior Vice President Paul Mutui and the Treasurer for the Athletics Kenya, Mr. Miano. He's won 15,000 shillings for finishing in the third place. And then in the second position, we had Simon Maiwa. Simon Maiwa will be awarded 20,000 shillings. He finished third in the men in under 20 category. He's won 20,000 shillings. He's having a light moment with the Athletics Kenya Treasurer, Mr. David Miano. And then we have our winner, Silas Centura. Silas Centura won the men under 20 category. He ran the 8 kilometers. He's won 30,000 shillings. He's being awarded by Athletics Kenya Chairman David Miano, accompanied by the Athletics Kenya Senior Vice President Mr. Paul Mutui. We are now entering in the award ceremony for the women senior kilometers. We are getting the third place finisher. We have Esther Chemtai. She'll be awarded by Madam Susan Kamau, who is also the Athletics Kenya CEO and the Welfare Chair. Remember, if you have any issue and you need to get someone to get through, you can contact Susan at any time. You can do it discreetly, and she's also accompanied by Madam Mary. In the second place, we have Christine Joki. Christine Joki will be receiving 40,000 shillings for finishing second. Esther Chemtai will got 20,000. She'll be getting Madam Susan's the award from Madam Susan. Remember, Madam Susan, she's also the welfare. She leads in the welfare category. If you have a problem, be it domestic or if you're an athlete and you are facing some hurdle, she will be able to help you. Then we have the first finisher, who is a Maureen Chepkoech. Maureen Chepkoech will be getting 50,000 shillings for taking the first podium finish in our first Athletics Kenya Cross Country Series. Remember, this is the first series of the 6 series that we'll be having here in Kenya as we prepare for the road to Tokyo. We are now getting in for the group photo that will be able for us, that they'll be able to use for their memory and to show their kids that they were also athletes once they get to their retirement age. Over to you, Mlemi, as we continue with the relay race. We'll be having shortly an interview with Madam Susan to help us understand more about the welfare of the athlete and what they do in her office. Madam Susan, we've heard about the All Welfare Office. Perhaps you could tell us, for the athletes who are at home, what is the Welfare Office and what do you do there?
Thank you very much. We are very happy to be here today in Machakos, and as Athletics Kenya we have set up a safeguarding office. We have officers in case of any welfare affairs that are required to be sorted out. Any athlete, a woman or a man who could be having any issue, the welfare people, the welfare team is there. It is ready to serve the athletes, and we are called the safeguarding team. We have seen so many cases where our athletes are, so many things are happening, so many killings, and we are calling upon the women in case there's anything to do with SGBV. We are available. I am personally available to attend to you. We have a chair lady, Elizabeth Kaitani, and we have a very strong team of five people. So that is what we do, and we are happy to do so. We are happy to serve our athletes. We are calling upon them in case they have any challenge. Let them call us, let them come, and we are ready to listen.
Perhaps for the athlete or the person, any person experiencing the GBV, the gender-based violence, how can they get in touch with you?
We are open as Athletics Kenya. We have a safeguarding office in Riadha House. Riadha House is situated opposite Nyayo Stadium. That is the Athletics Kenya headquarters. And we have our office there. We welcome the athletes. Any person with a challenge, we are ready to address. We have been communicating very well with AIU and World Athletics. And any person who feels that they need our help, come, we are ready to support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was the Athletics Kenya CEO, Madam Susan Kamau. She's talking about the safeguarding office that is situated at the Athletics Kenya office. And she's saying that if an athlete is experiencing the gender-based violence, they are readily available and they can easily contact them. Remember, the office is also allocated a lawyer who can help navigate the legal tussle. We also have a senior athlete who has competed in the race here in Machakos among the junior athletes. Kwa majina pengine baba tueleze unaitwa nani?
Kwa majina naitwa Steven Mutua Mengi kutoka Kangundo Sub County. Kawedhei Division. Kadhana Sub Location. Kidhongoni Village. Yeah.
Watinda nesa?
Natinda nesa. Mbe nyamoke januma Kangundo nde. Nundo ni Machakos Teachers College. Gisemba na ndui simona tangu nawe amana. Nidho angi misha siana situ. Nisia eleo semba. No yedhi ya yu masivitali kuwesa andawa kile vinda. So nyekuma njadwa mpaka December ndiye sa andawa. I thanks my God for that. So ni challenge na umia. All of Matungulu sub-county, Kangundo sub-county, lechaisiana nikaenda si they participate. Kuhuku mithinzio. Na mithinzio lanyi ikuwa dhina wakala inge. Lakini ni chao kitu mambo talechesiana sini madhaoni. So nga mina 10 kilometers. Na nasianga yata iwe. Nienda udhuthi ya yesu kuwa makwa. Nina yesu kuwa 30. Na nienda umadhuthi ya medho maisemba takwa. Nundu ya dhandi yesa anda awai. Ositia undu. Na noni zinjuma kuni ngenu kakasamo nundu mawabisa hao ndemeko so ni mwe tuende na madhao ala mokite ningwenda tithe tia ingi kuma Kangundo I'm alone from Kangundo sub county na ni funny so ni misha Kangundo sub county Matungulu sub county Kawedhei division kadha na location malechi siana sio at least we segwe yuta yuko ne nyoka dika na ino na kaumete Kawedhei our division dika na ino na kaumete kadhana location so I wonder for that kila kiboni mwe yatutethie tuleje siana situ nigenda tumano amo mainge ethana mwenye ndiye sanda wakuma January mpaka December na ina 70 years ili chao mutaleche siana ikoka mwega utinda muitwa hospitali kuweza anda wamana wo unasiani mubea na ningu bwa nikenda Kenya Athletics maendeleo na kwanga sembe muingo withieno na tumia ta nini so hiyo tu ni kusema asante sana chairman hiyo ni kusema mimi naitwa Steven Mutua Maingi na Kiswahili mimi najua nilikuwa nikitaka wakamba wa Kangundo sub county wanisikie kikamba so I'm said sorry for that so ile iko tu ni mjue ukikimbia West Kolandawa mimi ni mzee niko na 70 years na kutoka January up to December siko langi ndawa sio ni baraka ya Mwenyezi Mungu so mimi naomba Matungulu sub county Kangundo sub county mwachilie watoto wenu ndio tufuate chairman wetu Paul Mutui ndio atuweke mbele asante sana.
Asante sana. We are now getting, that was Mr. Mainge telling us that if you keep healthy, you're not going to be taking your you'll not be needing medication. We are now heading into the senior men category where we have Asbel, our third finisher, Asbel Kiprono. He will be receiving 20,000 shillings for finishing third in the men senior category. Congratulations to you, Mr. Victor Kipruto. He's being awarded by the Athletics Senior Vice President, Mr. Paul Mtui, and accompanied by Abraham Mutai, the Athletics Marketing and Digital Strategist. We are also going now to the second category, who finished second in the men senior category. Francis Abonga will be receiving 40,000 shillings. This is Abonga, kindly you will have to step on top of the podium as you receive your award. And then the first place finisher is Asbel Kiprono. Asbel will be awarded 50,000 shillings. Remember, the award prize is to motivate athletes to be able to come here and compete. Remember, training hard is an equivalent of winning easy. You don't need to dope for you to be able to perform. You'll be caught. They're now posing for a picture. Over to you, Mulemi, as we prepare for the relays event.
Asbel Kiprop Kiprono, Francis Abongo, and of course Victor Kipruto, the podium finishers in the 10 kilometer senior men's race that happened moments ago here. And you can see them on your screens displaying the dummy checks to show that they've already received their token after a very brilliant and good display there. Of course, it's all happening here at the first AK Cross Country Weekend Meet. We are live from the Machakos Teachers College, and Asbel Kiprop, Victor Kiprop, and of course Francis Abongo, the winners in this 10 kilometer senior women's race. And they see them, they're posing for the photos there. The black Adidas track is Asbel Kiprono. Victor in the Asics, and of course in the Nike is Francis Abongo, who said that after racing yesterday he wanted to try out something new, and of course he's ended up with something at least in his pocket. And congratulations to Athletics Kenya, the entire management, for ensuring that at least there is some good prize money for the cross country series. Yes, the athletes posing with their numbers. Beautiful since there. As we await for the start of the mixed relays. The mixed relays will be taking place in a bit. 4 laps of this one. And we'll be looking at the teams as they've lined up. Remember, the winners will pocket 40,000 shillings. The second place, 30,000 shillings. Machakos County, county number 16. County that has so many luxurious places to visit. A very good ambience, and of course beautiful weather. Just sums up everything nice about Machakos County. Go towards Nairobi, there is the Mavoko sub-county, which is part of Machakos. It's a metropolitan. Those are officials from the Athletics Kenya who come all the way to see what's happening here as the athletes go towards the last initiations before this relay. Looking forward to the start of the mixed relays. The 2 kilometers mixed relay, the last event of the day. So you wait for the lineups to be complete. Can see 4 fields. Actually, it's now 5. The 2 kilometers race. Team Lomitet. As the crowd here at the Machakos Teachers College, all of them have come to watch current and future stars battle out in the first Athletics Kenya cross country. It's Wesley now stretching away from Lemotit. You can look at him, he looks really confident, and he'll be handing over the baton to the last athlete completing this mixed relay. But it is Team Nyahururu currently in the lead, Lemotit in second, and Gong in third. For joining us, it is the 2 kilometers mixed relays. Done 2 laps of this one, and now we are on the third one. Around the third one, Wesley Langat seems to be enjoying a very, very, very huge lead as he prepares towards the last kilometer of this one. He'll be handing over the baton, and Nyahururu will be hoping that they finish fast and capture the coveted prize of 40,000 Kenya shillings. That is Wesley, and it looks even fresher than how he started. He's running alone. Team Lemotit in second, and of course Ngong in third. Who will it be as we head towards the business end of this one? It's Wesley Langat of Nyahururu still leading in this 2 kilometer mixed relay. Lemotit's team, which was propelled by Reynold Chariot, is still in second place. That is Wesley Langat. Wesley Langat, of course, will actually see this one through and hand over the baton, and is headed towards the last lap of this one. And you can see Wesley Langat is not really struggling because he knows he has some healthy distance between him and second placed Lemotit. And now he goes. He will be handing over the baton. He's being cheered on. Wesley Langat representing Nyahururu. Very confident heading into the last one. And now he hands over the baton. It is now the last leg of this one. And that's Gladys Mumbe David. Gladys Mumbe now steaming away from Team Gong, Team Lemotit. And as it seems, they are going to win the 2 kilometers mixed relays. Team Nyahururu enjoying this one really, really well. For joining us, this is the last event of the day, of course, the 2 kilometers mixed relay. And you look at Team Nyahururu, they are just way, 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 way above the rest when it comes to this one. They've just made sure that they tear the whole field apart and done exactly what their coaches told them to do coming into this first series of the Athletics Kenya cross country. That is Gladys of Team Nyahururu enjoying that healthy lead. The showers, of course, being witnessed here at the Machakos Teachers College. It was quite sunny just before the start of the mixed relay, but now Team Lemotit currently in second and Gong in third, and of course Nyahururu in the lead. And that is Team Nyahururu. Winfred Mbithe of Ngong in third, but that is Gladys of Team Nyahururu. And the breeze rain pounding down the Machakos Teachers College course right now. Of course, the showers being witnessed. Showers. They say showers of blessings. And it is Team Nyahururu still in the lead. Ngong in third, and of course Lemotit in second. And of course the first leg of this one has seen us experience some good piece of action. This being the last one, the winners of the main events, that the 10 kilometers men and women, each received 50,000 shillings. The second place, 40,000 shillings. Third place, 20,000 shillings. Fourth place, 20,000 shillings. The fifth place, 15,000 shillings. And of course, 6th to 10th, 10,000 shillings. For the relays, the winners are going to receive 40,000 shillings, and that is Team Nyahururu still in the lead. And of course, the second place 30,000 shillings, and the third place 20,000 shillings. So the relays teams will receive 40,000, 30,000, and 20,000 respectively. And now she's being cheered. Nyahururu Gladys coming home. She's being cheered home. She's done exactly what was needed to do to win this race. Reynolds Chariot of Team Lemotit started really nicely, but then they fell off the second exchange, and now it was the turn for Team Nyahururu to ensure that they won this one, and they are in the lead, walking home, and they'll be taking home 40,000 shillings if they finish it this way. So it is Team Nyahururu, Team Lemotit, Team Ngong in that order. In the junior category, of course, the winners were receiving 30,000 shillings, 20,000, 15,000, 10,000 from from the 4th to 10th position. And of course, it was the 6 kilometers under 20 women, and of course the 8 kilometers under 20 men. And that is Gladys from Nyahururu heading home. She is in the lead. The rain coming down, but that does not deter her from doing what she wants to do. Ultimately, win the 2-kilometer mixed relay. And there she comes, heading to the home stretch. And she knows she's done it. She's been resilient. She's been very, very, very consistent in this race ever since from the time she was given this baton up to now. Team Nyahururu, they will be the winners of the 2 kilometers mixed relay race. Team Lemotit will settle for second, and of course, in third will be the team from Ngong as it stands at the moment. She's being cheered home. And it is Nyahururu winners of the 2 kilometers mixed relay race. Diana Chepkemoi of Lemotit will come in second. And Winfred Mbithi of Ngong, she's being cheered on, and she'll finish in third place to claim 20,000 shillings for her team. That signals the end of the 2 kilometers mixed relay. Of course, this is the last event of the day. It has been a beautiful, beautiful day of athletics, the first of the season. The Athletics Kenya weekend cross-country meet, the first of its kind to have such a lucrative return. And of course, we've witnessed the fun races in the morning, the 2 kilometers fun races. Then we witnessed the 6 kilometers under 20 women. Then we witnessed the under 20 men 8-kilometer race. And then we went to the senior women 10 kilometers. We went to the senior men 10 kilometers. And now the mixed relay that is on your screens. It's been a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And of course, see you soon. Of course, other legs coming up. Next week will be in Kapsokwony. That is on 26th of October. And then in Bomet, it will be on 2nd of November. Before ushering in Olkalau on 30th of November. Kisii will complete the 2024 calendar that will be on the 14th, and then back to Iten on 4th of January. From the rest of us, it's from County 016, it's over. Goodbye, bye-bye, take care of yourselves. See you next time.